What's good? What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, I'm going to cover a little bit of action out here going on at the Bassmaster Classic taking place in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Grand Lake. These guys are already out there on the lake and getting active. So what we're going to do is just hop in here and take a quick look at the leaderboard. You guys that follow this channel, you know how we do. We get in here and have a little fun with all of this fishing stuff and everybody getting out here, getting active in the chat. Make sure as you come into the chat, just drop a quick one. Just want to see who we have logging in tonight. Well, tonight, normally our hours are 8 p.m. every Tuesday, Eastern. And, we get together and go over different topics, different hot topics, or just some fishing things that are going on in the industry. But today, guys, I just wanted to hop in here real quick just to get some feedback from you guys. So in the Bassmaster Classic that is live and in action, as you guys see, we have this leaderboard up here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. But this is the question. Who are you rooting for in the Bassmaster Classic? We're going to do maybe one or two live streams throughout the day just to kind of get some feedback from the guys and just see how your favorite angler is out there doing during the throughout the day. All right, so let's just take a look real quick. I have my screen shared, guys. So they haven't gone live yet, as far as I know. Hold on, guys. This is a live show, so I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm trying to keep up with the live action online on YouTube for the Bassmaster and also on their live leaderboard. So let me just take a quick look at that real quick. And as you come into the chat, like I said, just introduce yourself. And we're just going to see, who are you guys rooting for? Drop that in the chat as you come into the live stream. Who is the angler that you are rooting for in the Bassmaster Classic? Who do you want to take it all, guys? All right, let's see. Just trying to get in here and see if they have already started their live action on their end, guys. So just bear with me as we get things rolling. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This will be just kind of a quick live stream. Just wanted to step in here real quick. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so I'm still not showing any live activity yet. Here we go. All right, so it looks like they are about to get started, guys. But as you know, the anglers are already out there on the field, on the lake, making some things happen. So let me see if I can pull this up so you guys can see it a little better. All right, so right now, what we have on the leaderboard. All right, so yeah, they're moving, guys. Last catch at 7:58. So yeah, they're catching them right now. Let's just take a look. What is the current big bass? The current big bass is Pat Slapper. He's sitting on a 4-pounder, guys. So that is the current big bass. As far as the standings go, these are going to be changing pretty fast throughout the day. So here we go. We got our top 10 guys. Well, actually, looks like we have some ties going on right here. But this leaderboard, as you can see, new catch. Anytime someone catches the fish right now live in the moment and that is updated, you will see new catch come up on the board. And let's see what other information we have on here right now. So since this is only day one, it's going to look a little different as we go throughout the day, throughout the day one, day two, and so forth. But this is just to give you guys kind of a kind of a quick look at everything. Let's take a look and see who we have checking in. Shout out to Doty Fishing. Really appreciate you checking into the live stream. Let me get something else set up over here. And also need to get over here and check on the Facebook crew real quick, guys. So just bear with me. Get this over here. But yeah, just looking in the chat, I'm looking to see who is your favorite angler. Who are you rooting for in the Bassmaster Classic? Who do you want to take that win and take over everything? All right, there's my partner, Kyle Welcher. Man, he's one of my favorites, guys. So that might be who that's probably who I'm going to be picking, guys. I'm going for my partner, Kyle Welcher, on this one. All right, let's see. All right, Joe Winkler, he says Ben Milliken. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. All right, I'm still looking in the chat, guys. Who is your angler that you are rooting for in the Classic, in the Bassmaster Classic, guys? This is the big show, the big game that we have all been waiting for. Let's see. Let me take a look and see where we are on things. All right, so I'm trying to get my leaderboard, everything like that lined up. And let me hop back into the chat real quick. All right, let's see who else we have. All right, so we have Kevin Two Fishes. He says, "What's up, Money Bass? What's going on?" Kevin Two Fishes, glad to see you in. Dodie says, "Chris has the home field advantage. I love Grand. My let me see. Okay, some fun memories. Shout out to DL Peck Fishing. Who else do we have in here? We have Scott checking in. He says he's going with my Okie boys. All right, all right. Let's see. All right, let me hop back up here so we can just keep a look on the top 10. And of course, this is going to be changing a lot right now. So let's see what else we have. All right, so Big Ivy, he says, "What's good? What's good? What's good?" All right, shout out to Big Ivy. He says, "I'm in the snowstorm." Uh-oh, not the snowstorm. All right, William Moore says, "Not to get off the subject, what is the latest update to Mega Live?" So the latest update to Mega Live is the 1.300 update. If you want to know more about that, just search on YouTube Money Bass Mega Live 1.300, and you will see a lot of on the water footage where I'm showing my bait tracking, showing my settings on the screen. So a lot of things. I run Humminbird systems, so if you want more information on that, just make sure you search that on YouTube Money Bass Mega Live 1.300, and you'll get some information on that. All right, so let's see who else do we have in here. Joe Winkler says we got 3 inches of snow in 2 hours this morning. Uh-oh, that does not sound fun. Not if you're trying to go fishing, not to me. All right, so we have Ben. Wait a minute. All right, let's see. He says Ben's gonna be tough. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You guys, wait a minute. All right, let's see. Kevin says, "What's up? What's going on?" Okay, we got Jason Christie. Samuel says he's rooting for Jason Christie. All right, Two Fishes. What does Two Fishes say? I'd like to see Hank Cherry win another one. Okay, all right. Have a repeat. Joe Winkler says some great interviews from our homeboy CT this morning. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I started watching some of that. Didn't catch the whole thing yet. All right, William Moore says, "Okay, got it." All right, so yeah, just make sure you check that out. And I'm definitely sure that you will find some good information that'll help you out. All right, so we have another Jason Christie. All right, and then he said, let's see, Jax, the kid says, "Where's Big Ben at? Where is Big Ben?" All right, so let's see. All right, there's my partner, Cal Welcher, right here. All right, Cal Welcher, he started off, he has a 1.8, a 1.7. So he's sitting on 2 pounds, 15 ounces, currently in 13th place. So we'll see how this moves throughout the day, guys. We're going to have some fun with it. Make sure you guys continue to get active in the chat. I'm not going to live stream too long this morning. I'll probably be back around 11 to 1, somewhere in that time frame. So make sure, if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so that we can get updates. And on this channel, remember, I will drop the link. I'm not going to do it on this live stream, but what I will do throughout the day, once we come back and do another live stream, once guys kind of get moving a little bit, I will drop the link and let you guys come up and just kind of give your take on how you think the day is progressing with everything. So like I said, this is a very active show, very live and interactive with the subscribers, the viewers. All right, so make sure you get active in the chat, guys. All right, so Cal Welcher, all right, sitting on 2 fish already. And what was the other person? Let's see. So of course we have to find Jason Christie. Let's take a look. Jason Christie. Uh-oh, he is definitely doing his thing, guys. So he is sitting in 6th place. He already has 3 fish sitting on 4 pounds, 6 ounces. All right, so nobody's really, well, so there are some people that are catching some decent sized fish. The 4-pounder is the biggest fish that we have right now. Let's just take another look. You never know. Things are changing quick. All right, so we're still sitting on 2 4s are the biggest fish. All right, so there we go. We have Pat and Jay, Mercury Big Bass leader. There we go. All right, so let's hop back over here again. So Jason Christie was another one that we have some people in the chat that are rooting for. Jason Christie is currently sitting in 6th place. And where did we say Kyle Welcher was in 13th place? Who was the other name that we had in here? So we had Jason Christie. We had Kyle Welcher. I see somebody has Ben Milliken. Ben Milliken. Okay, all right. I'm kind of rooting for Ben Milliken too, guys. So Ben Milliken and Kyle Welcher, those are my guys. Those are my guys right there. All right, so I'm not seeing any other names in here. Where are some other names at, guys? Who are you rooting for? Who do you want to take the top place in this Bassmaster Classic? All right, so let's see who else we can find in here, guys. And real quick, in the chat, what is the total number of anglers that are fishing today? And I know that they're going to, drop the numbers down as the days progress. Okay, Luke Palmer. All right, so who is this? We have E. Scott says, "Where's Luke Palmer?" Let's find Luke. There he goes, right there on the screen. All right, so Luke is wait a minute. Let's see. What is Luke sitting at? All right, so hasn't really got things rolling yet. So Luke is sitting in 29th, but pretty much if you take a look, everyone who hasn't caught anything yet is pretty much 29th. All right, so we have Luke Palmer. All right, so E. Scott says Luke Palmer is his guy. All right, good luck to Luke Palmer. All right, Joe Winkler says, no, I'm not. Still bidding my new house, only fishing my own tournaments, the Bass Series tournament. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Make sure you guys check him out. I think you're on Facebook. Is that correct, Joe Winkler? Just drop your information, your contact information. So if anybody's interested in your tournament series, they can definitely get in contact with you and come out there and get things rolling. All right, so Big Ivy says, I'm rolling with the MFer. All right, shout out to the MFers that are checking in. All right, so William Moore says Tyler Williams going to get a big one on that old jig. All right, so where's Tyler Williams at? Let's find Tyler. Where is Tyler? Does anybody know where? Oh, we got Tyler Rivette. All right, let's see who else we have, guys. Tyler Williams. But okay, there we go. Tyler Williams. Okay, he's doing his thing. He's out there. He has 3 fish on the boards. He has 3 pounds. He's sitting on 3 pounds total. Has 3 ones back to back. 1 pound, no ounces on each one of those fish. He's catching them. He's catching a few. All right, so here we go. Doty Fishing says there are 56 competitors. Right now, it's kind of hard to tell. We have so many people sitting in 29th place. All right, but basically, I'm just following this live leaderboard, guys. And there we go. We have a little bit of live footage that they have going on right now. And let's see who else we have. DL Peck. He says going for Ben and anyone else rolling in the Bass Cat. All right, so we have a Bass Cat guy checking in. All right, let's see. Joe Winkler says, yes, I am on Facebook. All right, there we go. So make sure you guys check out iBass Series on Facebook. Is that how they can find you on there? All right, then we have Clint Perry. What's going on, Clint? Glad to see you checking in. Says Tulsa in the house. Grand Lake is my home lake. All right, so Clint, what is the biggest bass that you have caught on Grand Lake? Want to see what caliber of fish we can expect from these guys throughout the day. So let's see. So we're still sitting on a 4-pounder as the leading fish. And let me get my live going, guys. I'm looking at about 2 or 3 different screens trying to keep up with a little bit of everything. So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Let me see. And my screens are all over the place. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, so I'm heading back over to the Bassmaster Classic, well, the Bassmaster.com, so I can check out some of this live footage, see what everything is looking like on here. And basically what I am doing is just watching the bass track. So we're on the bass track, guys. That's how we're keeping track of everything. All right, so continue to get active in the chat. Drop your favorite angler's name in here, and we're going to keep up. We're going to follow your anglers throughout the day, guys. I'm only going to be on here for, not too long this morning, but I will be back around noon so we can get some updates. And what I will do whenever I come back is I will drop the live link. That live link will allow you guys to come up on the screen, kind of give us some input, some thoughts and everything on how your favorite angler is doing throughout the day. And then I'll drop you down, bring somebody else up. This is a very, very interactive show. So we have the live chat going. This is the best chat on YouTube, guys. Whenever we start getting into these topics, this chat, hey, it's top rated. So make sure you guys get active in the chat. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so I have my live back up. Trying to keep up, guys. I'm trying to keep up. All right, here we go. All right, like I said, I have multiple screens rolling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see some interesting topics coming in already, guys. All right, let me put this on the big screen. Uh-oh, where we go? All right, got that rolling on the big screen for myself. All right, so now let's hop back into the chat. Uh-oh, who do we have? Shout out to DP. We have Darren Pearson checking in. Hit me with the 1. Let me know everything looks good and sounds good. All right, Clint Perry says, I 0 on it. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Clint. Come on, Clint. You can't say your biggest fish is a 0. Come on, man. Give us the juice, man. What's going on? What kind of fish can we expect to be caught out here? All right, Jax the Kid. I like that name, Jax the Kid. All right, let's see. I hope Big Ben wins so the old Guggen boys can be butthurt again. Ah, come on, man. That's not why you want him to win. You want him to win because he's Ben Milliken. You want to see him come from the bottom to the top. There we go. That's how we want to see things done. All right. So shout out to Kevin Two Fishes. He says, "What's Randy Blockett's prediction on how the Bassmaster Classic will be won?" What do you guys think? Let me just drop a quick poll. We'll do this. What is Randy Blockett's? What do you guys think? What's Randy Blockett's prediction on how the Bassmaster Classic will be won? Let's go ahead and drop that in there for Kevin Two Fishes. All right, so let's see. Here we go. What is Randy Blockett's prediction on how the Bassmaster Classic will be won? All right, so what are the options? Kevin Two Fishes, what are the options that you want me to put in here? Of course, let's see. Should we say shallow, old school, or what do you think the second option should be? Or we'll put forward facing sonar, offshore. All right, there we go. So those are the two options. I didn't see you drop anything in here yet. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not missing. All right, so here we go. So that poll is live and in action now, guys. All right, so Joe Winkler says Live Scope going to win, and it's all Trump's fault. Oh, come on, man. What is going on with that? What is going on with that? All right, so we have, okay, there goes Ben Milliken. We have Ben Milliken doing his thing. They're about to zoom in on our partner. We got to check that out. Hold on. There we go. Okay, he's fishing some docks. He is on the docks, guys, making some things happen. So let's see. Well, we didn't find Ben Milliken yet. Let's find Ben Milliken in these stats. Let's find Ben Milliken in the stats, guys. All right, let me just make this a little easier for myself. Put this right here. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check out the Facebook crew. Okay, Milliken has one. Looks like he has one on a jerk bait. Milliken is on the boards. He is on the boards, guys. All right, so let's see. Let me hop in here and get the fake Facebook crew up and running. Where are you guys at? Make that live. There we go. All right, there we go. Shout out to the Facebook crew. You guys are live and in action also, so you can join in on the fun. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right, Milliken breaking out the Bubba scale. Who is he out here talking to? Man, I gotta get me a sneak peek and listen in a little bit. Oh, I didn't turn my audio on. Here we go. Where is it at? All right, let's see what
is a fan coming into the Classic and now actually being in the Classic. Yeah, I just told my family I'm super jealous. They get to go hang out there.
All right, there we go. So yeah, he is up and running, guys. Just got him one on a jerk bait. He's out there making that jerk bait go to work. All right, Joe Winkler says that will get Uncle Randy the most clicks. All right, let's see. Kevin Two Fishes says my guess is all Bassmaster tournaments will be won by scoping this season. All of them. Oh my goodness. Not all. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. All right, so let's see what else we have, guys. All right, I'm looking in here. Where's Ben Milliken at in the stats right now, guys? Where is Milliken at in the stats? There he goes. There he goes. Milliken is sitting in 21st place. He just brought in that 2-pounder. You know, it's a nice size fish based on the numbers that we're seeing coming in right here. So we're seeing 2 8s, 2 6, 2 5, 2 4s. Milliken has a 2.0. All right, so that looks like about the man. What? Okay, this is the other question. What is your prediction on the total weight for today on the day one winning bag, leading bag? What do you guys think that will be? All right, drop that in the chat. All right, let's take a look and see. So, what is Randy Blockett's prediction on how the Bassmaster Classic will be won? We have 33% are saying that his prediction will be old school. And then we have 67% are saying, nah, he's going to say Fort Facing Sonar takes it all. He's going to say it. All right, Jax the Kid says, does anyone have the link $200 Bubba scale, and is it worth it? So I have the scale, but I have not used all of the functions on there. I use it for my on the water live challenges. But if somebody else may be able to answer that a little better, because I know it allows you to enter data as far as your fish catches, the locations, do tracking and everything, so you can kind of keep a record of where you caught fish at, and you can share your catches with other people that are on the water. So it has different settings as far as competition settings, tournament settings, things like that. All right, so let's see, guys. Let's see what else we have. All right, so Kevin Two Fishes says 30+ pounds to lead. Whoa, okay. Well, wait a minute. That means you think they're going to be catching some 5-pounders in here. So let's see what we're looking at as far as the big fish goes. If we're talking 30 pounds plus, then they're going to need some 5-pounders on here. All right, Milliken just caught another one. Man, I turned my head that quick and another one was already on the boat. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at the big bass. The big bass is still sitting on 4. So they're going to need a little bit bigger than 4 pounds. 4-pound big bass, if that is what is going to be leading, is 30 pounds plus. All right, so let's see. Where did Milliken head to? So we're looking for Jason Christie. There we go. Cal Welcher, guys. All right, so he's dropped down to 18th right now, sitting on 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So he hasn't moved as far as weight or catches go since we last took a look at him. We have Milliken. All right, he's putting that fish in the... Are they putting him in the live well, guys? I didn't get a chance to look. It looks like they are putting those fish in the live well. All right, so let's see. Where was Milliken at, guys? He just caught another one. So he may have moved up just a little bit. All right, let's see. I'm scrolling. I'm looking. There you go, sitting in 23rd. Did they just put that second fish on there? Doesn't look like they have counted his second fish yet. Looks like that may have been a little over 2 pounds or so. So that was another decent fish. Caught it on a jerk bait, fishing around some docks right now. Who else is watching the Classic live right now? Who else is actually watching the on the water footage and tuned in, getting active in the chat also? And actually, what I'll do, guys, if there's anybody in here that wants to come up real quick, just maybe you want to talk for just a quick second. Let me see what I'll do. Like I said, this is a very interactive channel, guys. So I will drop this call-in link. If anybody wants to call in, kind of make some predictions, let everybody know who your favorite angler is. So we'll have some fun with it, guys, having some early morning fun. All right, so we have the call-in link is now in the chat. All right, Luke Palmer just got another one to the boat. Let's see where Luke Palmer is sitting at, guys. Luke Palmer. I think someone in the chat already mentioned that is their angler for the tournament. That's who they're following. So I guess what we can do is we pull these guys up. So we'll keep, if you have a favorite angler, we'll go ahead and pull his stats up and leave him opened up like that. So that way it'll make it easier for us to follow him. So here we go. So once everybody has made their pick, I will leave those stats open like this so you guys so we can just find them a lot easier. All right, so let's go back up to the top real quick. All right, so who did we have up here? So we have some guys that are rooting for Jason Christie. All right, so he's sitting on 5 pounds, 10 ounces with 4 fish. Man, where are these 5-pounders that you guys are talking about? We got to get some of those 5-pounders to the boat. All right, so who else did we say? Did somebody say Tyler Williams? I think we have somebody that's rooting for Tyler Williams. There we go. Yep. So Tyler is sitting on, does he have his 5 fish? No, okay. He has 4 fish sitting on 4 pounds, 8 ounces. All right, let's see where else we were at. Somebody was rooting for Luke. Okay, there we go. Hank Cherry. Somebody said they want to see him back up there again. All right, Hank Cherry has 2 fish. Hank Cherry has 3 fish. This live leaderboard is live. It updates right away. Let me just make this back so you guys can take a look at it. All right, so Hank Cherry just caught another one. So he is sitting in 13th place, guys. All right, then we had Luke Palmer. We have some guys rooting for Luke Palmer. All right, and what is the cut? Does anybody know what the cut dates are for this? All right, let's see. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's see. All right, so Phoenix Boats cut line, top 25 anglers fish on day 3. All right, so what about day 2? There isn't going to be a cut for day 2. That's correct, right, guys? So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a cut after day 2. All right, let's see. Who else did I leave out? We got to find our partner, Milliken. We got Millikens coming in with that 2-pounder. All right, so we have somebody that wants to come up here and make a quick prediction. Who do we have here? What is going on? We have Big Ivy checking in. What's going on, Big Ivy? So who is your favorite angler that you are following for today?
Hey, I can't really see y'all, but let me turn this down. Milliken, I'm going with Milliken today. You feel me? I'm going with the MF. I'm hanging out with the MF for today.
All right.
So
Okay. Then we got Bim. And what kind of weight do you think is gonna be at the in the lead for today? What kind of weight do you think it's gonna
50,
take?
53 pounds, about 2 ounces.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, guys. Gotta give a big shout out to that. Big Ivy came in here, said he's rooting
Wait,
for Milliken. Milliken just jumped to 8th
yeah.
place. He just jumped to 8th place. So he has 3 fish to the boat with a total of 5 pounds, 4 ounces. All right. So Milliken is making
Hey,
some
he
moves,
for the
guys.
freight train. He finna do the freight train.
All right, so there we go. So, and what kind of pounds do you think he's going to bring in? What's his bag weight that you think he's going to bring in for today?
Hey, I forgot. They doing 5 fish limit. So
Right.
about today he probably have 15. No, I say about 17 pounds, 5 ounces.
All right, 17 pounds, 5 ounces. All right. All right. So really appreciate you for coming up. I'm just doing some quick hits real quick, Big Ivy, but I'll be back on the screen later so we can get some updates from everybody. See how everybody's doing. All right. Oh, and so
No doubt.
you're out there with the snow, right? I saw.
Yeah, I'm up in the snow getting out. You know, I got this transportation company, so I got to get it in.
Okay. All right. Well, you stay safe out there. You need to get off that phone, man. You
Hey,
gotta stay
I
safe in
got
that
phones
snow.
hanging up. I'm watching it in front of me, and I'm watching you in my hand.
All right. It sounds good. All right. So really appreciate you for coming up. I'll see you a little bit later in the day.
All right, for sure.
All right. Shout out to Big Ivy, guys. Really appreciate it. Strong supporter of the channel. All right. Let's see. Let's get back into it, guys. Let's take another look at this leaderboard. All right. I see you guys are still getting active in the chat. What does Joe Winkler say? Joe Winkler says Jason Christie was saying that although he is fishing old school, he always looks for fish under and around. Under and around fish holding areas. So the scope will play a huge part in winning. All right. Yeah. So he's going to mix it up a little bit. Kevin Two Fishes says those big girls haven't come out to play yet. These days, they don't have to come out and play. Looks like these guys will go out and find them. All right, let's see. They're catching bucks right now. That does seem to be the case. So a few people have caught some, some decent sized fish. Decent meaning 3 pounds or better. I would say that's a decent sized fish. Not really sure what the average size fish is on this lake though, guys. All right, so we're still sitting on 4s. As far as big fish goes, we're still sitting on those 4-pounders are the big fish of the tournament so far. All right, so let's just scroll through here real quick again. I was gonna leave the drop down open. So once we pick an angler, for instance, say Tyler Williams, it'll come up and give us his stats. But what is happening is as the leaderboard changes, the person will change if I leave that open. All right, shout out to who is this? Shout out to Tyler Williams. He just made a jump. Let's see. He got his 5th fish in the boat. So he jumped up here. So there he goes. So Tyler Williams, there we go. He just jumped into 9th place. So whoever that was rooting for Tyler Williams, he's out here making some things happen with some 1-pounders. All right. So he's sitting on 5 pounds, 8 ounces with 5 fish. Not 4, but 5 fish, guys. All right. Yeah. So we're following some action, guys. Let's hop back in the chat real quick and see what else you guys have to say. All right. So the call-in link is in the chat if you want to come up. Like you saw your partner, Big Ivy, do. He came up and made a prediction. Well, he made a prediction on the weight. He's saying that the top bag for today is going to be around 17 pounds. What do you guys think about that? I think somebody said they're looking at 30 pounds. All right, so we have Michelle. What is going on? Shout out to Michelle checking in. Says, I'm at Grand Lake and sitting on the dock watching boats go by. All right, so you have a front seat view, a real front seat view. All right, big shout out to Michelle. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, we're just having a little fun with it, Michelle. Gonna, just talk a little about some fishing and watch it on the split screen. We have to watch it on the split screen. You're actually out there watching it in person. All right, they're zooming in on Hank Cherry right now, guys. So we're gonna get an update and see what he's doing. All right, let's see. Big Ivy Fishing says the MFer is putting him in the well. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where's Ben Milliken sitting at right now? Let's see. Where is he at? And once again, guys, whoever your favorite angler is, drop him in the chat, and then we can kind of follow him throughout the day. So there we go. Milliken is sitting in 10th place. He still has 3 fish, 5 pounds, 4 ounces on the boards. All right, let's see what else we have, guys. Let's see what else we have. All right, so just bear with me, guys. Let me All right, guys, doing a little everything, taking a few phone calls, keeping up on this leaderboard. Let's see what we have. Let's hop back into the chat real quick, trying to keep up with you guys in the chat. All right, so Matt King says, wow, did you hear Hank Parker's take on forward-facing sonar? Give us some info on that. Drop it in the chat for us, Mac. What was his take on it? All right, let's see. Chad's Adventure says, I would like to see Luke Palmer or Tyler Rivette win. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's Tyler Rivette. Is that correct? All right, let's see. Where are they currently sitting at? Milliken still sitting in 10. So let's see. You said Tyler, let's see. Tyler Rivette or Luke Palmer. So Luke Palmer, he's doing all right. He's sitting in 7th place right now, 5 pounds, 5 ounces. I mean, they're getting warmed up. They're testing out their gear. That's what they're doing right now, guys. They're testing out their gear. All right, and then you said Tyler Rivette. So I'm used to seeing Tyler Rivette's name kind of close to the top, but I don't see it right now. Let's see. Let's see. Where's Tyler Rivette? There he goes. He's sitting in 30th place, sitting on 1 fish right now. So, he's just getting started, still testing out his equipment, sitting on a 1 pound, 8 ouncer. All right. So let's see what else we have. We have Kevin Two Fishes. Kevin Two Fishes says, let's see, Matt King, I like what he said with all of his accomplishments in fishing industry. I think his opinion should hold some weight. All right, so let us in, guys. Let us in on the info. What did he say? Let me drop the call-in link if somebody wants to come up and just, kind of tell us, what did Hank Parker have to say about forward-facing sonar? And I'm thinking that you're talking about in relation. Okay, we got Milliken back on the boards once again. So it looks like he's going to move up in a second. All right, better yet. Let me make sure the Facebook crew, you guys are doing all right over here. Let me get some of this other stuff out of the way. Still just having some fun with it, guys. Let's see. Let me just get another screen set up over here so I can make sure I'm not missing too much of the action. All right, so the call-in link, I did drop that in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up and just give us some insight. Okay, Hank Parker's unbelievable statement on forward-facing sonar. And who else? None other than Randy Blockett is the one who put it out. All right. So yeah, I'd have not had a chance to see it. Just came up about 27 minutes ago. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's see. So yes, there's some good info. But if anybody wants to come up and just kind of give us a recap of what Hank Parker's take was, feel free to hop in and let us know. All right, so yeah, Milliken just got another one to the boat. So give that a second and it should be updating for us. All right, Cooper Gallant. All right, he's on the board with a 1 pound, 8 ouncer. All right, so Joshua Lee says 30 plus pounds to lead for day 1. Okay, he says, I don't know about that. So what do you think, Joshua Lee? He says, I'm confused to what the 30 plus pounds actually means. 30 plus. I'm guessing that he's saying 30 plus pounds for day 1. Does this lake put out that caliber of bags, guys? What do you think? Are they going to be pulling in 5 pounders like that? I would think that someone out of these guys would have at least already caught a 5 pounder if there's going to be a lot of those coming up, because what you see right here is 4 pounds. Right now, 4 pounds is the Mercury Big Bass leader. So there we go. So what do you guys think? So 5 of those is what? What's 4 times 5, guys? 4 times 5, 20 pounds. So they'll need some, goodness. Yeah, they'll need some 6s mixed in that bag. Nobody's catching anything like that now. What do you think? I think those bigger fish, someone would have, I don't know. I'm thinking somebody would have kind of caught one by now. All right, so let's see. Joshua Lee says, pretty sure none going to get a 30-pound bag for any day, especially at Grand Lake. All right. Let's see. Joshua Lee says, well, 50 pounds won first place back in 2021. Okay, and how many, that was for what? For 4 days? Is that what you're saying? Nah. How many days was that for? All right, Joshua Lee says, so I think it's unlikely any 30-pound bags for any particular day. All right, so what do you have on it, Joshua Lee? What is your prediction for the biggest bag that will be coming in for day 1? What is the day 1 big bag? All right, we got Jeff Gustafson. Has one coming to the boat. Just scooped him up one-handed on the jerk bait. So it looks like the jerk bait is playing a big part in the and the fish that are coming to the boat. All right, Joshua Lee says 3 to 4 days, I do believe. All right, Matt King says 21.7 for day 1. All right, so 21.7. All right, so what do you think the big bass will be? Drop that in the chat. What do you guys think the big bass will be for the day? And put it on half ounces. So if you're going to say 4, or if you want to say 4.32, just round it up. What do you think? Well, you don't have to round it up, but what do you think the big bass will be for the day? All right, so Joshua Lee says 19.6. All right, so he's thinking some people are going to come in with some nice 4-pounders. All right, so you get for about 4-pounders in there. 1-3. Is that right? 4 somethings and a 3 something. That could put you around that 19-pound mark. All right, so Matt King says 6.5. 6 pound, 5 ounces is going to be the big bass. We have Joshua Lee says about 5.25, about 5.25. 5.25 should take the lead. All right, Hank Cherry's out here doing his thing. All right, he just pulled in another one. Looks pretty good. I did not get a chance to see what bait he was using, though, guys. You know, he kind of moved it off kind of quick. Yeah, that's a nice one. That one looks like it's about. Oh, he's culling. Hank Cherry is culling, guys. And that's a nice largemouth. Looks like it's probably about a good 3 something. Let's hop back over here on the leaderboard, see if we can find Hank Cherry, see if they have it in here. And Hank Cherry was up towards the top somewhere, guys. Let's see. See if they updated it for him. There we go. Hank Cherry. Yep, there we go. A 3. So that last one he just caught was a 3-pounder, guys. So he is sitting in. What place is that? What place is he in? See if I can get this line back up right for you guys. All right, let's see. Where did the places go? I think my leaderboard kind of changed up on me a little bit. Yeah, it kind of changed up on me. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's the big bass. That's why. Let me head back over here to the standings. All right, so where's Hank Cherry? There he goes. All right, so Hank Cherry, that last one was a 3-pounder. He is currently sitting in 2nd place. So there's Hank Cherry fans. You guys are kind of seeing some action, getting what you want. All right, let's see. We have Joshua Lee. Uh-oh, guys. I see somebody. I need to pull him up in just a second. All right, Joshua Lee says, they eaten up for the pre-spawn considering it's in Oklahoma. All right. So, yeah, he think they're doing pretty good out there. Yeah, they're getting some fish to the boat. Joe Winkler says 6'9" big bass and 21-pound bag for day 1 leader. All right, so we're sitting on that 21. All right, so, Joe, I think you were saying 30-something, or 30-plus earlier. What were you referring to when you were saying that? Because I think somebody was asking. I think that was Joe. All right, let's see, guys. What else do we have? Uh-oh, guys. Shout out to Cerebral Tackle. We have Cerebral Tackle hopping into the chat. He is out there live and in action at the Bassmaster Classic itself. All right, he says, Money Bass, my coat is getting heavy. Uh-oh, what's going on with that coat, man? All right, let's see. CT says, love you, Money. We're getting ready to head to the expo for Media First Crack. Okay, I can come up for a few. All right, did you want to come up now? Well, the call-in link is in the chat. Let's see. I'll drop that call-in link. All right, shout out to Big Ivy. He says, Milliken did say he is going to have 10 pounds in like 45 minutes. All right, so let's see. Is Milliken sitting on his 10 pounds yet? Let's see. Where's Milliken at? All right, so Milliken is sitting on 5 pounds, 4 ounces. Okay, all right. All right, guys, let's take a quick intermission. Who do we have here? Big shout out to CT. What is going on, sir? How are things going today?
Man, it is going. I got 0 rest last night with all the editing and everything. Don't know why YouTube is missing me over my shorts. They stuck them in regular videos, even though they're both shorts. But so I've been fighting the man and fighting editing and fighting everything all night long. Ain't got a wink of sleep. But we're out here doing our thing.
Got you. So yeah, I see you out here getting some interviews in and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it was a blast yesterday. The pros were very accommodating. The Bass communications folks were just absolutely top notch. The banquet that they threw for the media and the pros and also the marshals was second to none, and some wonderful guests. We did the kind of a remote weigh-in for the Pro-Am that was held yesterday as well. It was nonstop. It really was. And I'm hurting in places I didn't know I had.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness. All right. So who would you say has been your most interesting interview so far?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you. It's hard to say because Taku is just an absolutely fascinating angler. What I love about him is that a lot of JDM finesse tactics that come across, American anglers immediately try to convert them into power methods.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shaky head's intended to be a 16th to an eighth of an ounce. And everybody over here goes starts throwing it on quarters and halves and 3/4 with 9-inch worms. It's like that's not the shaky head. That's an abomination, but it's not a shaky head. And he's over there killing it, doing it the way it's supposed to. Same with
It sounds
drop
like
shot.
your audio sounds like it got
Uh-oh.
there it goes. It's clear now. It's clear good. You're
Okay.
good.
So yeah, so basically, he really does all the finesse tactics the way they're intended. Holds true to him. He's one of the most patient anglers I have ever met. For instance, only shakes the line, not the actual bait on a shaky head. Doesn't drag. I mean, like does it old school.
Gotcha.
So he's cool. And I mean, everybody I talked to is awesome. Ben is Ben. And if you watched the video, you saw I was serious. He really asked, "What's been up with you?" Misses talking to you. He's a good
Oh,
guy.
all right. Yeah, I have to bring him
But
back on the show again.
yeah, you will. He's a good cat, and I'm sure if folks haven't had the chance to see what he had to say about Uncle Randy, then they need to check it out because he had some extremely choice words, and it was really quite funny. But yeah, it was a good time had by all, and I'll tell you a couple other guys that are fun to interview is Tyler Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That young man is so authentic, and he is so happy to be in the big show.
Wow.
I
Okay.
mean, he is like the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He doesn't stop smiling. You can tell he's extremely thankful for everything he's been given. I mean, just absolutely good people. I mean, I don't think the guy could get pimp slapped and the smile would come off his face.
Oh yeah, he's happy out there doing all of these different tricks and everything with these jigs. It sounds like he's a 100% jig guy in a sense.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, absolutely. He's a nasty jig fisherman. And then there's Kyle Patrick, which is one of his buddies. Also, that is Kyle's also just a super nice guy. He'll tell you how it is, and very informative and just uh, plain spoken, just good cat. They were all very nice. I tried to mix it up with my interview applications as to who I asked for.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to contact a couple people that I've talked to before, which was I picked up Williams on the side this time, but I've talked to Ben before, and I've also talked to Kyle Patrick before. And then I mixed it up with other folks I hadn't spoken with out there.
Gotcha.
And they were all very impressive. They really were.
Wow. Okay. All right. So yeah. So real quick. So Milliken at the Bassmaster Classic. Do you remember what qualified him to make it to the Classic in his?
I don't off the top of my head. Did he have a win? Did he have maybe a win in the
Look, I can't believe I forgot. In the chat, does anybody remember what earned Ben Milliken his spot at the Bassmaster Classic? What tournament was it? Does anybody remember? If you know.
Yeah, it would have had to have been a win in the qualifiers or would have had to have been standings. And I can't remember off the top, man. I'm wanting to say it was
Yeah, I think it might
man,
have been standings. No, wait a
I'm
second.
thinking it might have
No,
been
he had a
standings.
win. He had a win. No, he did have a win.
Okay.
And
It
I
did
think
it doesn't shock me. And I know he's had a reasonably successful year early on into this year as well.
wasn't it
And
Eufaula? It may have been Eufaula.
could be. I know the man's turning heads out there, and I know he already has the respect of a lot of his fellow anglers.
Right.
I
Yes.
mean, they understand that he's come to do his thing,
Mhm.
and Oh my goodness! And another thing that was addressed by almost everybody here, Steve, because of course I wasn't able to edit in every single thing up, from every person that I spoke with. To a man, they agreed that despite what some other people on YouTube are saying, they do not think this will be a heavily forward-facing sonar tournament.
Gotcha.
To a man, they think it's going to be bank beating. That forward-facing sonar will have a role, but it'll be very diminished compared to what it normally is.
Gotcha, man. Yeah. I mean, it's been a few different opinions on it, but what you're saying, I've heard a lot of anglers say that they're going to mix it up. So
Yeah. From what I'm understanding too, it's fishing very wacky right now.
mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not a hard pattern. You have everyone their individual styles that have found patterns within their wheelhouse, but that it's not one dominating pattern.
Right.
So it comes across as looking like anybody's ball game right out of the bat. So it could make it a real interesting one. And Ben even spoke to that. He was talking about how he kind of felt like he needed to be in a stalking position to where he needed to be within 2, 3, 4 pounds at the most on Sunday. And he thinks if the weather keeps declining and gets ugly out there between him and not so much Ben as oh my goodness. And now my brain, my sleep deprivation's kicked in. Not so much Ben as oh my goodness, Jason Christie. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
I was saying Jason Christie. Jason Christie was saying that if the weather diminishes, Ben wants to stalk. Ben wants to be within a couple pounds. But Jason Christie is also saying that if he was in a couple pounds and the weather does get bad, then he feels like he can just go on in there with the nasty conditions and his knowledge of Grand Lake and just mop it up in the end. He thinks the weather will catch up with everybody else, throw everybody else off, and give him an advantage. So it can be interesting. Personally, I hope the weather holds off because I got to putt around and all that crap.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I got equipment I got to keep dry. I can't play with rain.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's well, it doesn't look like it's raining too bad right now out there.
No. As of right now, so far so good. It's the forecast has been sketchy. Everybody's got a different forecast, so it's really up in the air. It could do anything. It could come down on us, or we could dodge it. It really depends.
Right. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna be on for a few more minutes, and then I'll be back live again sometime around lunchtime, maybe 11 to 1, somewhere around in there. But just wanted to hop in, just get some predictions from the guys real quick, and see who their favorite anglers were that they're rooting for. So who's your guy? Who are you rooting for?
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it is so hard. It is so hard to say, and the trick is it's not going to be based on it almost wouldn't be based on skill. Because I think they're all very, very qualified, and I say that too because right now it's fishing so wacky and so unpredictable that it's hard to pick a horse based upon skill and particular style.
Gotcha.
So that makes me want to just go for who I would root for, and that would come down to probably Ben or Kyle Patrick or Taku. Holy crap, man! That Taku's a bad man. I'm telling you, he is a bad man. And I also got to find out yesterday that it's nuts that Jason Christie and I haven't met before, because he grew up fishing and I grew up fishing the very same stomping grounds. And we talked about some of those places in detail yesterday, and it's absolutely nuts that we have not run into each other. He used to catch crawdads and cook hot dogs and fish at the very same corner of a riverbank that I used to at the same age. I mean, what are the odds of that? Man. So it was a fun day. But man, if I had to, I would have to pick based on who I'd like to see it. That'd have to be Ben or Kyle Patrick or Mr. Williams. I like seeing when good things happen to good people, and that Williams kid he's a standout kid. He
Yeah.
just really is. So
All right, so yeah, my peoples are Milliken and Cal Welcher, so that's who I'll be out here, keeping an eye on. But I mean, we're not really biased over here. I give a shout out to everybody's favorite angler. So we're pulling up the different stats and everything throughout the day. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, let you get back. Go ahead and get you some rest, CT. I'll be back on a little later. So, just keep an eye out. You know what I mean? I can
will do.
back up
Yeah,
again
there
real
ain't no
soon.
risk for me. We're about to have to get up and run over for the first look at the media look at the expo. That they give us a 1 hour crack before they release the Kraken and open up the gates. And I plan on getting over there, and hopefully, if things go according to plan, I plan on talking to somebody we know a little bit, a little guy by the name of Matt Steffen.
Okay, all right.
He's going to have his core tackle booth out there, so I plan on going up, meeting up with Matt for a little bit.
All right, cool. That'll work. That'll definitely work. All right. So yeah, we'll be back in contact. Really appreciate you for coming up, CT. Have a good
My
time out
pleasure. I
there.
had to come in when I saw you were live. I had to come in and start giving you a hard time messing with you. I I love the coverage. I think it's great what you're doing, man. Hopefully, we'll get to talk again soon.
All right, that'll work. All right, shout out to CT, everybody.
See you, brother.
All right, yeah, make sure you guys go and check him out. He's putting a lot of great content out there live at the Bassmaster Classic, guys. All right, so let's see. We have Brandon Polinick. He's bringing another one to the boat. Let's see how things are mixing up on this leaderboard, guys. So Jay, he is out there, holding on to that first place spot for a while. All right, look at Jay. Nice young guy out here making some things happen. He has a 3-pounder as his big fish, sitting on a total of 12 pounds, 8 ounces. So he's still looking to upgrade a few fish, guys. Let's see who else we have. Who else were we looking at, guys? The big bass. Let's take a look at that. See if it's changed from that 4-pounder. As we see, we're still sitting in that 4-pound range. So not too much has changed with that. All right, so we were talking about Milliken. How did Milliken qualify to be at the Bassmaster Classic? So Joe Winkler says he won a tournament in the Opens. I was thinking it was Eufaula, but apparently it was Toledo Bend. All right, and let's see. Derek says Toledo Bend. All right, sounds good. All right, so let's see what else you guys are saying in the chat, guys. All right, so Kevin Toothfish says these guys are so good with technology, forward-facing sonar. Now that if any of them find the schools of big girls that are eating, it could be a slugfest. That is true. All right. And he also says, I was saying it would take 30 pounds to be in number 1 for winning the classic total. How many days do they fish total, guys? Isn't it 4 days? I think it's 4 days. So if they're bringing in, so we're already sitting on 12 pounds, 8 ounces for day 1. If you just take that times 3, that's already putting them over the 30 pounds. All right. But Kevin Toothfish says 30 pounds. I'm thinking they're going to be over that after day 2. That's my prediction on that part. All right. Joshua Lee says, oh, okay. I thought you meant for day 11. I guess you meant day 1 today. All right. So sounds good. All right. Josh, let's see. He says, let's see. Kevin Toothfish says, not a chance on that lake. Exactly. All right, Joshua Lee says Taco is another breed, considering more than likely he will use a bait caster maybe 10 to 15% of the time. All right. I know a lot of guys want to see these bait casters get back in action. All right, so let's see. Let me just keep my live coverage up so I can see what is happening over here, guys. Okay, there we go. Got my live coverage up. They got Greg Hackney. Greg Hackney is over here making some things happen. 18th appearance, 3 top 10 finishes, and 5th highest finish. All right, and that's 2008 Greenville, South Carolina. Okay, so that's Greg Hackney out here at the Classic doing his thing. All right, so where were we at, guys? All right, Kevin Toothfish says he has a win in the qualifiers. That is correct at Toledo Bend. I think it was Toledo Bend. Shout out to Joshua Lee. All right, let's see. And you guys said it was the first tournament. So his first tournament, I remember he got a 5th in something. Maybe that was on Eufaula. And then after that, he got the win on Toledo Bend. Is that correct? All right, let's see. Joe Winkler says same place, the Elite's first tournament this year. All right, sounds good. Shout out to Eat Squawk. We have Eat Squawk. Shout out to the money team. Really appreciate you tuning in to the live stream. The members of the money team, guys, those are the members of the channel. If anybody is interested in becoming a member of the channel and getting some of this behind the scenes footage, and actually I just had a tournament this weekend. I will do a live, probably do that as a members only, for you guys to come and check out. But I have a little footage where I took first place. You're probably the money bag still out here doing his thing on the lake. When you guys see me doing let me just change the screen real quick. Who is it? Is it Scott Ezel Scott? And somebody else always messes with me whenever I do my on the water lives. Whenever I'm doing the on the water lives, I'm doing a lot of talking, not really focusing on fishing. But as you guys see, when I get out there and put my mind to it, I can get out here and make some things happen. But it was a pretty decent day out there. I think I had 14 something pounds, came in with first place out on Lake Sinclair, guys. Lake Sinclair in Milledgeville, Georgia. All right, so let's see what else we have going on. Let's hop back into the chat again. All right, so let's see. Wait a second. Okay, Eat Squawk says, yes, Ben won on Toledo Bend last year. All right, so we got it right, guys. Clint Perry says Sunday high winds up to 40 miles per hour. It's going to be kind of tough. William Morris, he won on Toledo Bend first tournament. Was it the first tournament, guys? I thought it was his second tournament. I thought he got fifth on the first one and then won the second one. When I had him on the show, I think that's what he had told me. All right, CT says, yep, Toledo Bend. Joshua Lee says, yet CT, I think Ben had 70-something in that tourney for first. All right. So CT says 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Man, I keep thinking today is Thursday. That's why I keep saying 4 days. All right, so we have a 3-day tournament going on. So day one, I guess everybody fishes day 2. And as you guys can see right here, Phoenix Boats Cut Line. Top 25 anglers fish day 3. So it looks as though everybody will fish on day 2. And then eliminations will begin on day 3 for the final day. How about that? Okay. All right. Two Fishes says Godzilla ain't nothing on Hackney. All right. So you like the hack attack. All right. Joshua Lee, let's see. He says, yes, that sounds about right. Big dog might have been second turn. He won in fifth for the first. Yep, I think that's right. CT says Money Bass. Randy said he was boycotting the Classic because he thinks it will be a Fort Faces Sonar event. He also bashed the local tourism board for having the event on Grand. Okay. I want to know what Hank Parker said. Has anybody seen the comments by Hank Parker? I haven't seen it, but some people did mention a little earlier. All right, Big Ivy said this is a 3-day tournament. Shout out to the money team. Those are the guys that you see that have the badges next to their name. And of course, I always want to give a big shout out to the sponsors of the live stream. The sponsor of the last live stream, guys, we had Mikey Balls. If anybody knows who Mikey Balls is, he's doing this thing on the YouTube side of things and started thinking about going into the tournament side, but decided to kind of just stay with the local tournaments and keep the YouTube thing going. But I had him on and Lanier Bates. He was the sponsor of that last live stream. And if you take a look at the bottom, you see this banner at the bottom says, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, James Harmon with LanierBates.com. Big shout out to LJ. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right, so let's see. What else are you guys talking about? Let's go ahead and hop back into the chat. Looks like into the leaderboard. Looks like you guys are kind of slowing down in the chat just a bit. Man, look at all of these spectators. I wonder how, and so I'm just looking at the live footage, guys, but the amount of spectators that are around these boats with the use of forward-facing sonar and the way that they catch these fish roaming, it isn't quite the same as it was in years past, where you can kind of pull up and try to keep a decent distance from the angler and it not affect them. Because with this, that angler could be fishing the bank 1 minute, turn around and go straight out to the middle of a cove and begin fishing there. So if all of these boats are around them, and just think if they have their sonar on and all of that extra pinging and everything, I do not see how that can't affect that angler's day. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says Randy boycotting ain't gonna do a darn thing. That's almost laughable. So how do you is he boycotting by not fishing it, or is he saying he's not gonna watch it? Because I think you have to qualify to go there. I guess he's saying by not watching it, maybe. All right, let's see what else, guys. But hey, I don't know. It's gonna be kind of hard for people to just not to 100% boycott one of the biggest events in the fishing industry that's taking place, guys. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says, that's like me boycotting Gucci designer. Nothing gonna happen about it. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Let's hop back into the on the leaderboard. Wait a second. What does CTC say? CT says, at lunch, we sat between Scott Martin, Hackney, Easton, and Christie. Okay. All right. Great deal. So how does that work? Just you have to have a press pass or something like that to kind of mix and mingle and actually be able to eat with them at lunch and dinner and all of that? Or how does that work? Just everybody, they're just mixed in with the crowd with everybody? Sounds pretty interesting. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else we have, guys. Jay still sitting in first place, still sitting on that 3-pounder. All right, Hank Cherry, he's making some moves. He's sitting on 11.4. So we have 4 people that have hit double digits. Hank Cherry, we have Lee, and we have Ben Milliken. Okay, Milliken, he must have upgraded something. He has this 5 fish with 10. Okay, all right. So Big Ivy did mention that Milliken said he can get to 10 pounds pretty quick. All right, and wait a minute. Okay. And actually, he said within 45 minutes. So here we go. His first fish was caught at 7:53. His 5th one is at 8:31. So that is definitely within 45 minutes. So it looks as though his prediction, am I looking at that right? Yeah. His prediction was correct. He caught his 5 fish, 10 pounds within 45 minutes. Okay. So Milliken might know a little something. He might know his stuff. All right, so let's see. What else are you guys talking about in here? All right, so CT is letting us know about how this luncheon worked. He says at Media Day, they held a big luncheon for the media and the pros. It was so we could get to know each other before going out and doing our interviews. Wow, okay. Great deal. Great deal. All right, yeah, I saw Milliken decked out with his nice suit on, hanging out with wifey at the luncheon. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So has anybody in here that has not let us know who their favorite angler is? Who are you guys rooting for? And what we're doing for anybody just tuning in, welcome to the live stream. Just going to be on for just a few more minutes, but basically this was just a quick update to hop in here, see who you guys are rooting for, get some feedback from you guys. I did drop the call-in link, had 1 or 2 people come up, kind of, voice their thoughts and opinions on who their favorite angler is, what they think the big weights are going to be. And actually we did drop a poll. Let's see what this poll, so check this out, guys. If you did not participate in the poll, check out the poll that we have active in the chat. What is Randy Blockett's prediction on how the Bassmaster Classic will be won? We have 50% says shallow, old school, and we have 50% says forward facing sonar, offshore. How about it? And I think that is pretty much the same thing that the pros are saying. That it's kind of like you have to mix it up. You're gonna have to mix it up if you want to come in with a win on this one. All right, Big Ivy says before you all go, hit the like. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, guys. My likes are looking atrocious. They are ugly. Man, we're here having a good time, guys. Why are my likes only at 10? They're at 10. Is there anybody in the chat that knows how to set the hook? If you do, could you set the hook on my like button, please? Just tap it one time so I can get a few likes in here. This was just a quick spur of the moment live stream, but I will be back again. Yeah, if you guys could go ahead and hit the like button for me. Really would appreciate it. All right, so Kevin Two Fish says, has a rookie ever won the Classic? What do you guys think? Has a rookie ever won the Classic? I'm not sure about that one. All right, CT says, man bun, that was hilarious. He was drunk off. Okay, so yeah, Milliken was having a good time enjoying himself with his people, his fans and fellow fishermen, fellow anglers. All right, Joshua Lee says, Kevin David Fritz won as a rookie and Boyd Duckett. How about it? How about that? That's some interesting trivia. All right, Joshua Lee says that's the only ones I know. All right, Two Fishes says thanks for the info. All right, Big Ivy, I thought if you remember, you can hang out with everybody because everybody's a member. All right. So yeah, they're mixing things up. All right, let's see. CT says Joshua Lee. There was the gentleman who passed. Okay, Josh Lee. Okay, gotcha. All right, guys. All right, so we've been rolling for about an hour. Like I said, I just wanted to drop in real quick. I will be back again. Whenever I come back, guys, we're going to do some updates. We're going to check on, we're going to do just like we did this time. Everybody hops in the chat, get active, drop your favorite angler's name in the chat. We're going to follow your angler, see where they're sitting at, maybe around lunchtime, around 11, somewhere between 11 to 1 o'clock. We'll be back, get a kind of an update on the day. I will drop the call-in link so you guys can come up and speak your piece about your favorite angler, how you think things are going. What do you think about the shallow water bite versus the offshore bite? You know, all of that kind of stuff. Whatever you think is kind of interesting that you want to put out there. All right, so that's how we do it over here, guys. This is a very interactive channel, so we will definitely have a good time with it. All right, let's see what else we have real quick before we head on out. So let's see. We had Sled Fam says it would be nice to boycott anyone who is negative in the sport. First person should be Randy. He needs to be a therapist. Well, he needs to see a therapist. All right. Let's see. Joshua Lee says, let me see. Like I said, those are the only ones I know because they are most recent. All right. Let's see what else we have, guys. Don't forget the ponytail float. All right. All right, Sled Fam 365 says Ben and Jason. All right, so Ben Milliken and Jason Christie. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at that real quick, guys. So let's just do one more tour of this leaderboard, see where we're at, and then we'll be back again. We'll be back again with some more updates. Shout out to Paul. Paul says, let's go MFers. All right, so yeah, look at the MFers, guys. They're sitting in 5th place. Has a big fish of 2.8. So, you know, he has some upgrading he needs to do. But he's not that far behind. As you see, he is only 2 pounds 6 ounces behind first place. And it is very early in the day, guys. All right, so first place sitting on 12.8, have their 5 fish. Pretty much everybody in the top 10. Let's see. Yeah, what is that? Around the top 11, 12, somewhere around in there, have their 5 fish. So yeah, so they're moving, guys. We're moving. All right, so really appreciate everybody for tuning in for this quick, you know, just quick check-in. Just wanted to see how everybody was doing. So, hey, I'm going to head out, get me some breakfast, watch a little bit of this live action out here. They're going over the whole field. It looks kind of nice out there, guys. All right, so I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. CT says, what does he say? I need an ice bath instead. I'm getting more time on my poor legs. I feel like a winged Rick James. Wait a minute. What do you know about Rick James? He says, my legs. All right, guys. All right, so really appreciate everybody for tuning in. There we go. That is the leaderboard. We will be back sometime, like I said, around between 11 and 1 o'clock. I will drop the live link. Let you guys come up here and voice your thoughts, your opinions on your favorite angler, what your you know, your predictions are for the day 1, day 2, day 3. Who do you think will take the whole thing? Who do you want to take the whole thing? All right, so that's what we're going to do over here, guys. Have some fun with it today. Be kind of on and off, you know, and you know, and I may have some other footage that I'll show you guys a little later. All right, so really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I will be back and see you guys on the next live stream.